Today on Live at 4, in court today, a Milwaukee police officer charged with sexual assault. He's the same officer at the center of a deadly shooting that led to the Sherman Park violence. His name is Officer Dominique Hegan Brown. He was involved in the deadly shooting of Seville Smith.
And that shooting sparked violence and millions of dollars in damage in the Sherman Park neighborhood.
The deadly shooting is still under review.
The sexual assault charges against Officer Brown were issued today. George Mallet in the newsroom now with more on the accusations. George?
Yeah, Courtney, Charles, this criminal complaint really reads like a graphic horror novel. An alleged victim was in tears in a hospital emergency room, his lips trembling as he accused Hegan Brown of sexually assaulting him when the victim was extremely impaired to the point of incapacitation. Tonight, the 24-year-old cop faces 2 counts of felony sexual assault. He's also charged in a separate case of prostitution, and in a third unrelated incident, Hegan Brown is charged with distributing a recording of nudity without consent. The criminal complaint is extremely graphic, describing actions allegedly perpetrated by Hegan Brown in violent detail that we can't share here at the dinner hour. Suffice it to say, though, the young cop is portrayed as a predator who assaulted victims when they were impaired and hired willing participants for sex as well. Perhaps most shocking, though, is the timing of one alleged sexual assault taking place on August 14th at a time when Hegan Brown was presumably under great scrutiny because of his involvement in the shooting of Seville Smith just one day earlier. Obviously, there are a lot of moving pieces in this story. We're still going over the criminal complaint and checking with our sources on the investigation. We'll have much more throughout our broadcasts this evening. In the newsroom, George Mallet, today's TMJ4. I know you've got comments from the chief coming up. Thanks.
All right, George, thank you. We do. Milwaukee Police Chief Ed Flynn addressed the charges in a news conference this afternoon.
Yes, this is what he had to say just minutes ago about the allegations.
As you know, Dominique Hegan Brown was arrested last evening by members of the Milwaukee Police Department Internal Affairs Division. During their investigation conducted with the assistance of the Sensitive Crime Division of the Detective Bureau, they learned of allegations that Hegan Brown was a suspect in a sexual assault reported on August 15th. A search warrant of Hegan Brown's phone revealed evidence that led to additional charges. Once the investigation revealed enough evidence was present, the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office issued the criminal complaint. In addition to the criminal charges against Hegan Brown, he has been charged internally for violations of the Milwaukee Police Department's Code of Conduct, and disciplinary proceedings will be forthcoming. Hegan Brown remains in custody and remains suspended from the Milwaukee Police Department. Per state law, his suspension is with pay. Due to the sensitive nature of this investigation, I'll refer you to the criminal complaint for specific details of the alleged crimes.